the South African economy it is not, because that's a very advanced part, and then you're talking about indeed these types of innovation activities that you have been mentioning in most of your lecture. But I wonder, and that's really my first question, is it not true that a more traditional, let's call it catching up based policy in terms of technological capabilities is what South Africa needs in terms of solving the problems that you started out with, like the unemployment problem? And your last remark actually triggers me on that, because you know, if I think about this story about the encryption software, which I didn't know, it's a fascinating story, of course, but could I imagine that more of these kinds of innovations would solve South Africans' problems? And frankly, I cannot, because this is the type of innovation that will probably not generate a lot of employment in South Africa. It will generate some employment in terms of programmers, and they can work all over the world. It's going to generate a lot of value. This guy's a billionaire, of course. That's very nice, but it's not the type of employment benefits and broader shared income benefits for a larger group of people. And I wonder whether your policy of stimulating innovation through the sort of venture capital route will really have that effect in the end. So that's a question. Can you elaborate a little bit more on that?
Yeah, I very much like the question. I think, to me, that is the question. I mean, that is the question, is what would the impacts be on development? And is this in a sense, a policy that you'd want to adopt in a situation where you've got major unemployment and poverty, etc.? Is this the right route to go? And I think that is exactly the question to ask. So let me say, the answer to